Studios at Norwalk. I'm Alistine, and do you want to create your own experiment with the power of physics and the power of your own household items? What you need is a plastic bottle, a straw, a balloon, and of course, some water. Make a hole in the top of your bottle, and then insert the straw, and then you fill it up with water. Now you inflate your balloon. Now that you inflated your balloon, you have to place it over the bottle very carefully. There we go. Look at that. That's pure magic right there. Magic of Alistine.
How does this work? The higher pressure air in the balloon will escape into the area of lower pressure in the bottle. This will push the water up the straw and create your beautiful fountain.
So now you can try this experiment with a bunch more straws. Look how cool it looks, just like the Bellagio.
Hi PTN Studios, I'm Anya, and I'm about to ask 17 questions to Miss Grenier.
Hi, welcome to 112A. How are we doing today?
Hi, good. So, our first question, why did you start teaching?
Why did I start teaching? I started teaching because I thought it was the best way for me personally to make a positive impact on the future by impacting our future leaders.
So, what are some hobbies that you have?
Some hobbies that I have, I really enjoy reading when I have free time, and I'm trying to get back into art. I have lots of colors and stuff in my very first classroom. All of the art actually was made by independent graphic designers. Not that I'm good at like that at all, but hopefully maybe one day.
Okay. What is one of the biggest impacts you've had from students?
From students, I loved when I had my student teaching experience the last day. A whole bunch of students came after school and we all kind of cried together and had a good hug, and they also complimented my fashion sense, so it was really nice.
That's really nice. Do you have any pets?
I have an almost 8-month-old corgi named Daisy, and she's the love of my life.
So, why did you want to go into social studies?
I wanted to go into social studies because it's a subject that impacts everybody, and it teaches us how to be informed citizens and how to take good actions.
So, going back to your creativity and fashion sense, if you could dye your hair any color, what color would it be?
I would love to dye my hair silver or gray if it would look good, but I don't know if I would ever have the follow through to do that.
When you were younger, did you see yourself going into teaching?
No, I didn't. I always had different phases and ideas of what I wanted to do, but it made sense because I always used to boss my little sisters around.
How long did you teach?
This is my first year, so only a couple months.
What is your favorite TV show?
I'm a big fan of Jeopardy. It's something that I would like to watch with my family.
Would you like to go on it?
Oh, absolutely. I need a little practice though. I don't know if I'm at that level yet.
And for our last question, is there anything else you'd like to share with PTN Studios?
I know this has been a tough year, but we're almost halfway through it. I'm gonna get back stronger on the other side, and even if I don't see you in person this year, I'd love to see you in person next year.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Hello everyone, my name is Ethan Carpio and I'm with PTN Studios, and today we are here with our first ever cooking segment. So as you can see, I'm here with my friend Amelie Scott, and she is part of the True Colors Club, and she is going to be talking to us a little bit about LGBTQ+ awareness.
Hi, I'm Amelie Scott, and I am a junior at PTech Norwalk, and I will be talking to you guys about the different symbols in the flag of the LGBTQ+ community.
So to start, we took regular cake and separated it into 6 different colors. So we have red, green, yellow, blue, purple, and orange. And Amelie, can you tell us more about what these colors mean?
Yes. So we have red, which is life. We have orange, which is healing. We have yellow, which is sunlight. We have green, which is nature. And we have blue, which is harmony. And then we have our last one is spirit, which is, well, for purple. And these are basically just for everybody that's in the community. This is what we all stand for. This is what we represent on a daily basis. Alright, I like icing. Do you like icing?
I love icing.
So let's ice this cake.
Let's go. So, Amelie, some people are ignorant to things in the LGBTQ plus community. Is there anything you want to say to help people better understand the community and better understand the people?
Yes. Would you like to ice glass? So I would just like to say that for certain approaches, how you guys approach certain people, you can't just go based off their looks. I feel like personally, as somebody who may come off as a boy or something like that to certain people, if you were to come to me and ask me like, hey, is it okay if I call you a he or a she or a they? Like, you know, other people have certain things that they would like to be called. So it's just respect. It's just respect for everybody. Just like how you want respect, just have respect to all the people out there.
Now that we finished our pride cake, we want to give a shout out to Miss Dolan and Mr. White for letting us use their space. And
shout out to Miss Costello because she wanted one, so shout out, girl.
ooh, that was so good!
Word of all. Okay, that was fun. That was actually so good. Like, I'm proud of myself.
That was really good.
It really does. Okay, cut your piece.
Hello everybody! I know exams are coming up soon and you guys are all very stressed. So how about we preserve our equanimity by meditating, shall we? Now everybody take a deep breath in and let it all out.
Stop. Today's SAT word of the day is equanimity. Noun, meaning to remain mentally calm even through difficult situations. As you see here, these students' equanimity is keeping them calm. Ironically, unlike their whacked out yoga teacher. Go.
What's up, P-Tech Norwalk? My name is Mr. Hutchinson, and I am here today with a very familiar face. We have Mr. Audette. How you doing, Mr. Audette?
I'm doing fantastic. It's great to see you, Hutch, and it's great to be doing this session to talk about Gamestop with everybody today. Hutch, why don't you open up what we're going to be discussing?
Yeah, so in the past 2 weeks, we've heard a lot about Robinhood app and GameStop and AMC and all of these shares and numbers going up. But a lot of people really don't understand what that means. I mean, you hear about all these people who are getting rich fast, but there's a lot to know about investing and then with the stocks before you really just go and throw your money away. We're not giving any kind of financial advice here, but just really wanted to understand what happened.
As an avid gamer myself, I was thinking about this a lot, and I conveniently made a presentation for other people who have asked me and also for this conversation. And in 6 steps, we're going to explain this GameStop saga. The first thing to understand is that the shares of a stock represent ownership of a company. So these steps will just kind of explain some of the technical things, and then we can get into a little more context at the end. Second thing to understand is that the share price is the worth of a company. Okay, so if a stock is worth $1 and there's 100 shares, the whole company is worth $100. Third point is that GameStop is expected to be worth less from online sales. So over time, people are starting to buy more things online, starting to buy fewer things in stores. GameStop is a retail store. It's expected to make less money. People expect the company to be worth less. People expect the stock price to go down, which is an important point in the saga. But the share price is also determined by demand for a share. So If a lot of people are putting pressure on the price for it to go up, but there's the same amount of pressure for the price to go down, the price will stay the same. But if you apply tons of pressure for the price to go up, the price will skyrocket, which as you can imagine, is what happened with GameStop. So Wall Street bet is a inappropriate term, but it's the best way to explain that they bet that GameStop shares would lose value over time, and they would make money on the price going down through an option, through something called a short. Our Wall Street bets on Reddit coordinated enough pressure to push the price up. So they found out that Wall Street was betting that the stock price would go down. They got thousands of people to put a lot of money in and push the price up. But the thing is that the price of the company isn't worth where the share is at. So now the stock price is crashing. And that is the very short version of what's going on with GameStop.
All right, and thank you, Mr. Audette, for coming by today. Is there anything you'd like to say before we leave?
This was not financial advice. I am not telling you to buy stocks or any stocks in particular. I really enjoyed teaching everybody. If anybody wants to reach out to me, you can get my email from Mr. Hutchinson. You guys are awesome and keep being great. All right.
All right. Thanks. Talk to you later.
Bye, everybody.
Today we have Aaron Charles, a member of our very own creative group, and he's going to be explaining his midterm project that he recently did in this English first study class. So Aaron, tell us about what you had to do for this project.
So our midterm project for this class was basically about the Renaissance times and the art and the way Renaissance artists expressed themselves.
Now, say someone knew nothing about Renaissance art and you need to explain something that they must know. What do you think they should know?
They should definitely know that Renaissance is a fancy word meaning rebirth. And the rebirth in that definition is just a fresh start in the world of arts. So for example, art was primarily religion based during that time, and it took a very big leap into new aspects such as realism, as well as sculptures, and yeah, just evolution of art basically.
Now, out of the three pieces that you won in this auction, which one was your personal favorite and why?
My favorite piece was definitely Lady with an Ermine by Leonardo da Vinci. I say this because da Vinci uses a really nice art technique known as realism, where he makes his portraits look realistic, and da Vinci also studied the human anatomy, which helped him mimic the human body. And I picked this over the other two. The other two were The Creation of Adam by Michelangelo and The Statue of David by Michelangelo, because the realism is unmatched, but compared to the statue and the other paintings.
And then lastly, did you like this project and would you have rather taken a test?
Yeah, I love this project. It's probably my favorite midterm out of all the midterms I've had, and I definitely would prefer this over a test any day. Tests suck.
Yeah. Okay, well thank you for being here today with us, and we hope you all enjoyed. See you next time, P-Tech.
Thanks for having me.
Good morning, P-Tech. I'm Aaron Martinez. I'm here with another interview and another special guest, Miss Tanisha Tyson. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Miss Tanisha Tyson. I am currently the chair of the Norwalk Community College Nursing Department. I have 23 years of nursing experience. Nursing is my passion, and I love the field of nursing.
Are there any characteristics in the medical field that stand out from others?
Absolutely. As in the medical profession, first and foremost, you have to love whatever you're doing. You have to be a value in what you are doing. You are constantly dealing with people. You are dealing with people's lives. The first characteristic of being in the medical profession, you have to have compassion to be able to sit and talk to people. So you have to have great communication tools and understand that culturally, everyone is different. If you have those characteristics as a person, you will do great in any professional field you go into. People who lack those characteristics of compassion, being able to communicate, culturally can't accept other people, don't do well in medicine, don't do well in this field, because they have to be able to relate to everybody.
So, are there any tips or like statistics that that are interested in this field should know about?
Yes. So if you're interested in any portion of the medical field, whether that be physician assistant, nursing, respiratory therapy, physical therapy, or any other fields of medicine, the first thing you really want to do is actually make sure you take classes that will prepare you for those fields. Take yourself biology classes. You want to know your anatomy and physiology. That's very important. Take yourself microbiology classes, because you really need to know about basics and basic bacteria and stuff like that. You also make sure you're taking proper math classes. Make sure you do take statistics. Make sure you do take your algebra classes. Make sure you do take, if they have calculus, make sure you do those advanced math classes, because that's going to prepare you for what you need, because there's not a day that goes by we're not using science, we're not using math in our field of nursing. And
So, do you have any examples of expectations or requirements in this field?
it would be the same thing, making sure that you're taking your sciences, you're taking your math classes, and not only that you're taking them, but you're actually excelling in them, and you actually understand what that biology class is teaching you. And if you're not so strong in your math classes, getting a tutor to help you, sit with you one-on-one. I struggled in physics a little bit, but I was not foolish. What I did is, when I noticed that I was not understanding physics, I met with a tutor. They had free tutors on campus. I met with a tutor like 3 or 4 times. I ended up with an A in physics.
So, what do you believe are the most important characteristics for someone to have in this field?
Compassion, communication, and to love what you're doing.
So, do you have any favorite experiences in your occupation?
I like the fact that I meet different people. I like the fact that if I had to tell you about experience, I have to think about I don't have just one favorite experience. I have multiple favorite experiences. And as a nurse, I never thought I would have this much influence when it comes to caring for not only for people in the community, but caring for my family members. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, that about wraps it up. Thank you, Tanisha, for having us.
And I thank you guys for having me too. I wish you guys luck. And I'm very excited about the PTech program.
And thank you, PTech, for listening. This has been Aaron Martinez reporting from PTN Studios.
May I please have your attention? What you're about to witness here is pure PTech Norwalk original content, greatness, and flat-out talent. Turn it up.
I was walking down the street one day, nothing much on my mind. Everything seemed fine that day, but little did I know that this was the last normal day I'd see for a while. We've had to stay far apart. It's all becoming way too hard.
My mother keep hugging me, like she never gonna see me again. My skin is a problem, gotta keep calm when I'm out riding with friends. I'm just taking a knee, and they say I'm more violent than them. Gotta watch my breath, gotta watch my steps. Gotta lose a little bit of weight, I'm way too big, I'm a threat. They ain't gonna cut it out, cause the city gon' cut them a check.
Yeah, let me tell you something I wish I had said to you. I wish I said my last goodbye as I looked into your eyes. I wish I was there to hold your hand as you took your last breath. Now you're gone and I'm alone.
Well, Anya, I think we had another great episode.
Yeah, we did, Ava. Did we need to tell our PTech scholars anything?
Yes, we have a bunch of clubs and activities, and we think you should join some clubs.
We have a PTech Yearbook Club. Meetings are on Wednesday at 3 p.m. The Google Classroom code is WHHVMX3.
We have this new club called Girls Who Code. The amazing thing about it is that you can join whether you're a beginner or a computer master. The meetings will be 3:30 to 4:30 on Tuesdays. You can email Ms. Amaker at amakerk@norwalkps.org to get the Google form to sign up.
Maybe you'd like to learn more about your hair and skin. If so, then join the Natural Beauty Club. They meet every other Thursday at 3 p.m. Check out the Flipgrid and join the Google Classroom with the code GKPAQJ6 if interested.
The NPS Virtual Help Desk can assist with basic application support, questions about your computer, and assistance with items such as password resets and more for both students and families. The Help Desk will be open from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. You can access the desk at norwalkps.org.
The Tech Depot will be by appointment only. If you're experiencing tech issues with your computer, please reach out to Ms. Donnelly to set up an appointment. Please note the Tech Depot is not for password resets or Google Classic issues.
P-Tech Pathways are here. In its second year as an independent school, P-Tech is expanding its offerings.
In addition to the 3 college degrees P-Tech offers, mobile programming, software engineering, and web development, beginning next year, students can also select one of the pathways related to a particular area of interest. Pathway is an exploratory program consisting of 3 or more credits in a sequence that falls under a specific career cluster, subject area, or field of study.
School counselors will share more information about the courses, pathways, and certificate programs during the upcoming course selection process.
Do you need to take your senior portrait? The Receipts Portrait website will provide you with an appointment session every 10 to 15 minutes so that we may limit the number of students preparing for photography. Please note that the appointments are reserved for those that have confirmed their time through our website or by phone. Walk-ups may be worked in if social distancing expectations can be maintained and scheduled appointments can be kept.
Picture retakes are February 23rd, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. for hybrid students, and then 3 to 5 for remote students. Well, I think that's it for the news today. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed our episode. See you next time, P-Tech Norwalk.